Hola a todos, me llamo Micah Sokolsky y voy a decirles sobre mi experiencia de un estudiante extranjero en Madrid. Hi everyone, my name is Micah Sokolsky and I'm going to tell you about my experience studying abroad in Madrid, Spain. I studied abroad during my pre-junior year in order to not only improve my Spanish, but to gain a new experience, and I could not have gotten that had I stayed in the United States. In this video, I'm going to tell you a bit about my own study abroad experience and why you should take the term abroad for yourself before you graduate. I studied abroad through the program Educational Programs Abroad, or EPA, which has an internship component. For my internship, I worked roughly 20 hours per week at an organization called Red Deporte y Cooperación, or Sport and Cooperation Network. Sport and Cooperation Network is a non-profit that uses sport for development in developing countries in Africa and South America. At Red Deporte, I helped the planning of a conference on racism in professional soccer, researched new organizations to collaborate with, and translated many documents from English to Spanish and vice versa. While working at Red Deporte, I was able to not only add work experience to my resume, but experience what a professional life is like in Spain. During my stay, I lived with a host family. The best way to be fully immersed in a culture is to live with the locals. I lived with an elderly lady and her nephew. We lived in a neighborhood full of families and young kids. On my street, one of the moms organized an English-speaking program where I would speak English to the kids and help them improve their knowledge of the language. I would hold these classes a couple of times a week. This allowed me to learn new Spanish words and create relationships with my neighbors. When it came to going to class, I attended classes twice a week and had them in Spanish. My classes included a Spanish geography and one on Spanish business culture. While my classes were taught in Spanish, my fellow classmates were all exchange students. It was great making new friends with other students my age, and I even traveled with some and still keep in touch with others. But my favorite part was meeting the locals. I became really close friends with one of the neighborhood guys my age and another local Spaniard university student. From meeting locals, they showed me some of the really cool places that were off the beaten path and introduced me to some of their friends and family. Additionally, I was able to play basketball with a local club team several times through the friends that I had made. Traveling is one of the best parts of studying abroad. In Europe, you can go anywhere you want easily by train, plane, or bus, and it's all very reasonably priced. I was able to travel around Spain by train for quick and inexpensive vacations. I stayed in hostels for very little cost and was able to meet some really cool people during my stays. My favorite trip in Spain was a solo vacation at the end of my experience to Cordoba and Sevilla, which are both located in the south of Spain. I took the train alone and adventured through the cities by myself. In Sevilla, I met a Dutch couple on one of our tours and ended up becoming good friends with them and getting some dinner. From this experience, traveling abroad, I would not have created this new friendship. The best piece of advice I received when it came to traveling abroad was to venture in Spain as much as possible, as well as spend a lot of time in Madrid. While I did travel to Paris and Lisbon, Portugal, it was my travels within Spain that were the most meaningful to me, and allowed me to see as much of my host country and host city as possible. After my return to the US, I still feel like a little piece of me is still in Spain. My 3.5-month experience was easily the best of my college career, and maybe even my life. I love Spain so much that I have made it a priority to return as soon as I can. Following graduation, I have applied for a Fulbright Fellowship to research racism in professional soccer in Spain and the effectiveness of the anti-discrimination campaigns. In addition, I will also be applying to teach English in Spain to young students. From my study abroad experience, I learned more about myself as a mature young adult and how to survive in a foreign country with another language. It has helped me mature and realize how big the world actually is. There's a large world out there that is waiting to be explored. I encourage you to take the risk and go on the journey of a lifetime that you will never regret.